We're back here at our river project and we're getting ready to go into drywall. One of the things that we do is we QC all of our rough-in locations prior to closing walls. This allows us to document where we have electrical outlets, HVAC registers, plumbing, and really get a sense of where everything lives behind the wall and any corrections that need to be done. We'll mark out to-dos in Builder Trend, track those, assign them to sub-trades, and ensure that any corrections that need to be made before we close walls are completed. All right, we got all of our rough-in and we've got our fireplace box set. We're getting ready to go ahead and check that the wall is level, plumb, really ready to go for tile. This is gonna be a key feature in the home. We're gonna have a full fireplace, hearth, wall, real featured accent that is gonna bring a real pop to this mid-century modern house. One of the key features in this house was a lot of light into this kitchen and workspace. We've installed our skylight system in coordination with the beam layout and these custom windows from Marvin. It was a key feature in the design to have the placement of these beams at the breaks for each of the skylights.
Hey, I'm Tyler with TCI. We're here at our river project, running through some rough QC things, getting ready to close walls. So one of the things that we like to do on our projects as we get ready is we like to lay out what we call our storyboards on the walls. We lay out all of our cabinet and appliance locations. It makes it easier for our subcontractors who come in to know exactly where they need to rough in for their things like dishwashers, sink plumbing, and just makes it easier overall for everybody that's on site. So another thing that we've started doing before we close up our walls is go through and label on our blocking what our switches are and where they go. We've found that this helps us later on down the road in case there's any troubleshooting we might have to do. We know that our switch on the left side here is for our exhaust fan. We have our shower sconce switch here. And then this last one here will do our recessed can lighting. So another thing that we do here is when we get our backing in for all of our towel bars and all of those sorts of things, we like to label the heights off the floor so that when we reference back on our Matterport, we know exactly where our blocking is. We know we're 36.5 from that wall this way. We know where everything is once the walls are closed.
Once we're complete with rough-in, we go ahead and we have all of our projects Matterport scanned. What that does is we have a full walkthrough, complete of the project. We can see behind every single wall. We can measure and we can scale later on. This is a reference point for all of our sub-trades and for our employees as well when we're getting ready to do install. Confirms locations for backing, where we have outlets in walls. Also as a reference for the client too. So if they get ready to go hang a piece of art, they know for sure they're not gonna hit a water line in the wall.